the calmness of the water, the unknown of waiting for what comes next, the excitement of knowing your next catch might be the catch of a lifetime. Those are the emotions Gulf Coast fisherman Steve DeCoola feels every time he hits the water.
I like all of it, the thrill of catching it, eating it, just great recreation.
DeCoola has been fishing his whole life and has been fishing in the Gulf for 8 years. In those years of fishing, DeCoola has seen the worst of Mother Nature has to offer, red tide. University professor Edward Phillips explains what exactly is red tide.
And dinoflagellates are a division of algae, and they are kind of unique in terms of many of them actually produce toxins. Not all of them, but many produce toxins, and that's why they're considered problematic.
According to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation, red tide has produced 2,000 tons of dead marine life and cost businesses more than $8 million. DeCoola has seen firsthand the damage that red tide can do to sea life.
Makes the waters pretty much unfishable. You can't really go near it with the respiratory issues, but I know that the direct experience that I had with it up here, some of those fish took forever to come back. I mean, there were a lot of them that died, and then we didn't catch them for years.
Flip says to his knowledge, red tide was never handled in the past.
I don't believe there's been any significant management efforts to control red tides in the past. I mean, there have been a number of ideas put out there, and I think there have been some laboratory experiments that have been done to see how we might kill red tides or limit red tides in a laboratory setting.
Governor Ron DeSantis signed an order to secure $2.5 billion to help restore the Everglades and protect water resources. Spending a majority of his time on the water, DeCoola expresses his frustration on the action taken on red tide in the past.
They really weren't doing much for a lot of years. It does seem that recently, since the new governor has taken over, that a lot of things have happened that places such as the Everglades Foundation seem to be happy about.
Once DeSantis signed the bill to give money to help protect Florida waters, DeCoola instantly saw a change.
It happens down in Southwest Florida. It seems that they've got it moving in the right direction. So I would assume the best thing would be for the governor to continue to work with organizations.
When it comes to cleaning our water, Dr. Flip says the ultimate responsibility falls on the people. But keeping our waters clean is a good start. The same waters that Steve DeCoola awaits his next big catch. Matt Cerna, WUFT News.